Welcome back. We are now in episode 16 of our Let's Roleplay KOTOR 2. In the last episode, we found out Master Kavar. We spoke with him a little bit, but we were interrupted and we had to flee. And we were chased by General Vaiklu's forces around Onderon, and that makes it unsafe for us to be here. And we are now about to leave Onderon because of that. That said, I notice there's an HQ squad right there. Let's see. We will use this form. Let's use improved damage resistance. And let's talk with them.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi.
Indeed.
But such actions only delay the inevitable. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications, recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities.
Okay, I find it funny that they don't try to reason with us anymore, they just attack. So, let's use Force of Valor with Maric. Let's use Burst of Speed with Kreia. Mandalore can just shoot at them, and now we will use Destroy Droid. Ouch. Okay, since they are attacking Kreia apparently, let's just go for Flurry.
Yes.
Why aren't you affecting all of them? Okay, you are disabled. Let's go for this one. You are also disabled. And let's try the last one. Okay. And we are done. Last one. Okay, let's just look at the remains. Droid stuff. We will eventually see what it does when we have to equip a droid. It looks like Destroy Droid, the upgraded form of Disable Droid, is not an AoE. It affects just one, which kind of sucks. Let's keep healing. And let's get the shuttle out of here. You can take the shuttle back to Duxon, and we will do just that.
Back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway.
Why do you want to stop the Sith?
The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Indeed. So, we now have Mandalore as a permanent party member. He will go with us, apparently. Let's see. We have to talk to the guide. can we still do the battle circle, or is that battle circle? Okay, we still have the quest. But there's no one here. Remains, where are the remains? Remains. Mandalorian battle armor. Okay, maybe we can try that later. Let's just find the guide and get out of here. He should be at the entrance, I believe. Okay, the guide, yeah.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there.
Let's go.
Follow me.
Okay, he can take us right back at the Ebon Hawk, which is really nice. And let's leave this planet for now. We will have to return here to speak again with Master Kavar. And something is happening here. Hello. What have you done to the crew? Okay, you're not in the mood to talk. Where's your lightsaber? She has a lightsaber, but it was invisible in the cutscene. Okay, let's see. Let's use Makashi lightsaber form, which is better against Jedi. I don't really know what better against Jedi means. +3 attack modifier if the target is wielding a lightsaber. Damage +3. Blaster bolt deflection -5, which we don't need. Okay, so this is good against Jedi, and I mean, I believe it's good in general because it has damage +3, but it's bad against blaster bolts. Okay, fine, let's see. Let's use improved energy resistance. Ouch. Let's use Master Valor, and let's fight her. Okay, he couldn't hit us. Okay, our defenses are holding or not. She now used Flurry, so I will try power attack next. Ouch. She can hit. Nice. So can we. Okay, this is scripted, I believe. And we lost. Okay, so that moment, I'm sure it's scripted. So we have to survive it. We have to get in that moment of the fight with the maximum health possible. Okay, let's try again. Okay, here we are again. Let's try to use burst of speed and retreat for now. Okay, our defense is held, which is nice. Let's see, I want an energy shield, I want energy resistance, and I want force valor. And let's go. And we will try to use flurry, try to hand her before she finishes us. Even with the defense decrease, it should be fine. Let's try it. Okay, nice damage. Okay, we are better than before. That's the scripted cutscene. Let's see if we can survive it. We are in the bad shape. Ouch. Let's try to run. What can we do? What can we do? Let's try to heal a bit. And use shield. Let's keep on running. Keep on running. Heal again. Let's risk another one. And I think we are good to go. Nice. Yeah. It's done. Tough
My
fight.
lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Arise, but do not attack me again.
Kill me. I beg you. It was not my wish to challenge you. And I must pay the price.
I will not kill you.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Maybe she knows.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force-sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them.
A planet filled with Force-sensitive people who just disappeared. Did through the Force?
They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous.
Is her kind rare?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Well, if they can become Jedi, they can also become Sith. Killing one.
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Is she going to be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Let me know when she awakens. I have questions for her. And there is Handmaiden.
She is a threat to us.
So are you. Let's see. I won't harm her, if that's what you're asking.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
You have scavenged a part from Visa's Mars lightsaber. And there she is. And we gained some influence with Visa's, because yes, she will be a party member. And we received another short lightsaber. Okay. We will talk to her eventually. But for now, let's see what the Handmaiden has to say.
Oh, welcome, exile. Is there something you need?
Are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Let's see. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
It seems like you might have a little more practice against a live opponent.
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare.
That seems as good as a place as any to begin.
All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
I understand. I am ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
When you previously tried this with the other Handmaidens, it didn't go so well. Let's see. Alright, no force powers, weapons or items, got it.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Let's see. Okay, so we can't use force powers. We can try to normal attack, or we can try to flurry, but flurry will decrease our defense. Let's go with attack to see what happens. Okay, she deals more damage than us, and she can hit us, so it doesn't matter if we have less defense or not. Let's go with flurry. Ouch. Okay, we have to go with flurry. But even with flurry, we don't seem to have a chance. Okay, it was kinda close.
You fought well, but you announce your motions before attacking, sometimes quite loudly. Take as long as you need to recover, and if you wish, we shall fight again.
It's difficult to hurt you.
Of course. I do not wish to be hurt. If you wish to hurt me, then you must try harder. It is not a contest of raw strength, but of action and reaction.
Indeed. I'd like to try again.
Very well. Let us duel again. As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hand.
Prepare yourself then.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Let's see. We had that gloves, which increases physical damage. These British gloves are heavy and clumsy when used in unarmed combat. They allow for powerful but less accurate blows. Yeah, let's try for it because we aren't having any difficulty in hitting her. The problem is that she hits us really hard. Let's go just with flurry because I don't think defense matters here. Ouch. Okay, if we can... Okay, we defended. If we can have this output constantly, we will win. Okay, come on. It will be close. Yeah, we did it.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
What do you want to know?
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives.
It is a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. And we earned some influence. Let's try again.
Yes?
Can you teach me some fighting moves?
Very well. I think you are ready for the next tier of instruction. For this, we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon, the saber. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. But no items, no force techniques.
Okay, and will you be using a melee weapon? Alright, any melee weapon but no lightsaber, no items and no force powers, got it.
Then let us begin. And again, do not hold back. I will not.
Neither will I. I don't know if she's supposed to be stronger, but let's try the same again. Okay, we defended, which is nice. She doesn't seem stronger. Ouch. Come on, come on.
You fought
Close
well
call,
indeed.
but we did it.
You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. Before you go, there is something I must know. Why did you go back? Face trial?
Because I felt they deserved an explanation. Maybe I had to hear myself defend. Maybe I had to hear me defend myself. That's it. Just to be certain.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
I had some questions.
You may ask.
I think I asked everything. Let's just keep training. Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber and no other items.
Okay, I can use a shield apparently. Alright, so shields and melee weapons, but no lightsaber, no force powers, and no other items.
We shall begin this final lesson then.
Okay, let's see. I want a Mandalorian melee shield. Okay, did I activated it? She already broke it. Okay, and let's go with flurry again. Okay, we still have a shield, and now she broke it. Yeah, go inside the ship, why not? Ouch. Let's run a bit. I don't believe we need another shield. Let's just go with flurry. And we are done.
Beatrice was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents.
Yeah, turn on
There's
your
nothing
back
more
on
I
us,
can
why
teach
not?
you.
You seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
That revered Ichani look like they are over exaggerating a little bit, but okay. Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
Am I? What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, But that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things. But I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
You have gained Battle Precognition. It allows you to add your wisdom bonus to your defense in combat, which is awesome. Some influence with Handmaiden. So now we will add our wisdom bonus, which is 2 right now, to our defense. We have 29 without any armor. Let's put on our robes. We have 32. So it's nice now to increase our wisdom because it will add to our defense. If I use Master Valor, I now have 36 because it adds defense and dexterity, which is really good. Okay, that was some nice thing that happened here. Let's see.
Yes?
Okay, I will now ask for this because I am using my previous knowledge of other playthroughs, and I know this is how we unlock her to be a Jedi. Because in this game you can train most of your companions to be Jedi, if they are Force sensitive, of course. Let's see if we can do it. Do you think you could put some clothes on?
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Corward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs are not practical or efficient.
I disagree. In fact, if you don't train while encumbered, you are crippling yourself. It's true. It's a really nice argument, because in battle she won't be in her underwears.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do?
Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
They belong to your mother? Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. These are her robes. I have not worn them since they came into my possession. They are the only thing of her that I possess.
Do you miss her?
I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
Never mind. I'll be going. Okay. And let's go talk with Kreia.
You have befriended the seer.
Indeed. Demira Luca, why do you call her a seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself. And do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would breed difficulties.
Do not mate with her? What kind of request is that? Let's see. Just because I saved her doesn't mean I was going to charge up her loading ramp, if you know what I mean.
We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
Yeah, I get what she's saying. Both Atris and Visas have other masters. Atris serves, not Atris, Handmaiden serves Atris, that's what I meant. And Visas serves her Sith Lord Master. So we can use them, but we have to keep an eye out for that. Ties to her master, perhaps, and I intend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Yeah, she appreciates this manipulation. Athens said her planet was wiped out. That is that it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
And that I will. We earned some influence with Kreia, which is nice and rare.
With the servant of Atris.
I am. I'm surprised you know so much when you never leave this room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
Okay, let's just talk about this now. Kreia is rumored to be Aaron Kai. I don't believe if this was even confirmed by anyone. But if she is indeed Aaron Kai, she is the Handmaiden's mother. There is a whole video explaining that, which is really good. It traces the parallels between what we know about Aaron Kai and what we know about Kreia, and it's really believable that she is indeed Aaron Kai, but we can't know for sure. So let's see. How do you know that? The Handmaiden told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
You said, teach her the ways of the Jedi. Curious choice of words.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
Yeah, she is implying that she swore not to be trained as a Jedi, but she said nothing against being trained as a Sith. Yeah, I will not ask this. Are you proposing teaching her the ways of the Sith?
I propose nothing except what you choose to read into my
Of
words.
course you don't.
But no, I would not advocate such teachings either. I am only saying that she has sworn not to follow the teachings of the Jedi, and that is a curious distinction in her oath. But we were speaking of the servant of Atris. I would caution you to be careful of your interaction with her. She is not as tempered as you.
How could I train her?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
Never mind, I'll be going now.
Before you go, a word of caution. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
Jedi have no such attachment.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
They speak about these shiny duelings like it was some deeper form of connection, not just a simple sparring match. Perhaps, and perhaps not. We shall see.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well.
Indeed. Okay, so let's go back to Handmaiden.
Yes?
I don't want to be like this. I want to be facing her.
Yes?
Let's see. Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
Then maybe I can teach you some things.
I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
Yeah, so she confirms what Kreia was saying about the Ichani dueling traditions. But do you want to learn?
What I desire is of no importance. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you.
There is no betrayal in learning, and it is important to me that you know the Jedi, that you know who I was, who I am.
This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements, I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris.
I wanted to talk to you about your mother.
What of her? As I said, I knew little about her.
She was a Jedi. Her name was Aaron Kai.
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs strong in bloodlines, and you could learn to use it to help others.
I think I have always known this. It has always been in my thoughts. As I followed Atris, perhaps what I wished to follow was the call of my bloodline, of my mother. I have felt incomplete, hollow since her loss at Malachor 5. And with your help, perhaps this wound might be healed.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother.
Okay, this seems tricky. If you do this, you will break your vow to Atris.
There is the betrayal of Atris, and there is the betrayal of my mother and father. After seeing you in battle, I know you more than I have ever known Atris, and I am not convinced that serving her is the greater good. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians until the moment she died on Malachor 5.
Then know this. You have the markings of a Jedi Guardian within you, and it is time I showed you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you as I honor the face of my mother.
The Handmaiden has taken her first steps on the path of the Jedi Guardian. She will grow in ability as she travels with you. So now she earns a second class as a Jedi Guardian.
Betrayal. Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mistress?
She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, Mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
We shall see that.
Don't you ever give it a rest? Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
I think Maric wasn't supposed to be there. Because she could trigger when we enter the Ebon Hawk. Nice.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
Liar.
Few know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Didn't you, sister? Next time I walk in here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shudda.
Shudda.
So
Yeah,
you
he
fought
knows
against
about
the
the
Mandalorians in the war.
I was
Echani
part of the war
traditions.
effort. Yes, I worked as a technician though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor. The absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
But you started it. Let's see. Let's not dwell on the past. We need to work together.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
This is really a weird philosophy they have. They want to test themselves in battle, and that brings honor and whatever, but then they lose because other people have to defend themselves against them. It's also confusing. Can we leave the past in the past and get back to work?
Fine by me.
And here we are with a new Jedi Guardian. Let's see. We still have the HQ 47 parts, and we will repair him now. It looks like the remains of an HQ unit, and we already read that. So let's install droid processor and reinforce the droid's damaged chassis with the new one you have. There is a low hum from within the droid and the sound of circuits sparkling, restoring power throughout the droid's systems.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why were you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
You look a lot like a series of droids that have attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Not anymore, buddy. Yeah, the first time I played this game, after the first one, it was also a shock to me that there were a lot of HQs now. Well, there's at least 4 other now defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Actually, there's a series of HQ-50 units sharing your model and function that we have encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Are you alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What? Meatbag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Yeah, he doesn't like to have to call us master, but it's in his programming, so he has to do it. Let's see. Well, get used to it.
Answer. Yes, Master.
Are you ready to serve me, droid?
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
HQ-47 has joined your party. His few remaining assassination protocols, allow him to do more damage to opponents with blasters and rifles. And that's just fine. So we now also have HQ-47 in our party, and we will eventually use him to unlock the legendary HQ Factory quest, which I never did before. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see, what more can we do? We will eventually talk with Mandalore. Right now, let's try Kreia.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
I wish to learn about lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
You need to have 2 single-handed lightsabers available for yourself and 1 for visas. What does this mean? Okay, then I wish to know what other training you can offer.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
When Visas attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
All right.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the Handmaiden's training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work. Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
But how did I do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
You have gained +1 awareness and recovered some of your connection to the Force, and I hope that means more Force points. Indeed, so influence Kreia, more Force points, and some XP.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to say? Can you teach me anything else about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Let's see. You taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
I see. I get what you meant. Jedi rely so much on the Force that they neglect everything else. They think they are so high and mighty. But let's ask, what do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Okay, so this is about skill. And awareness is my best skill. My ability to perceive the environment.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Okay, every one of those are. But let's go with treat injury, healing others.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well. I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger. Okay, so she encouraged us to allocate some skill to our weakest skill, which identified as street injury, but I could say anyone that's not persuade or awareness. Are we fine for now?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Yes, and I need some answers.
Then ask, and I will do my best to answer.
You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Of course you don't. Nah, I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Every answer seems like it's a little bit extreme one way or the other, so she would not like anything I would say, I believe. Let's try this again. Kreia, what are you? Are you a Jedi? A Sith?
Does it matter?
Of course it does.
Such titles allow you to break the galaxy. Perhaps I am neither.
Yeah, we already went through this. Let's see if we can unlock more. I want some answers, not more cryptic words.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
Then what happened to you?
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force.
I need more than that, Kreia.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Okay, so this was kind of her big secret. She was a Sith Lord, and they were three. They were called Sith Triumvirate, I believe, and she was betrayed by the other two. They stripped away her power, and they cast her out. and now she's looking for revenge. With that said, we need to go to the next planet. In my roleplay, we were already en route, and all these things happen during the process. It's not like we are stuck here in Duxon and just talking to people and such, and then we move instantly. No, we already were en route. And the next world we will be is Nar Shaddaa. So let's just travel there.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
Okay, so we forgot to put some clothes on the Handmaiden. We will do just that before leaving the ship. So, there's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the huts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
How hard will it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
What's the refugee sector?
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
Okay, then let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
I'm sure no one will.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the Smuggler's Moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more.
Why must we watch? We have hunted for so long. Now we must wait?
You must be
Goto's head is filled with madness. Zug family hunt the galaxy. Look for Jedi. Jedi finally comes here, and we can no longer hunt. There is no sense to it.
If you wish to live, you should respect Goto's wishes. The handsome Jedi has run for years. He will not stay on this moon forever.
Let the Zugs defy Goto, and after I've collected their bounty, I'll keep their heads as trophies. You best leave threats unspoken on her. You were carried far from World of Trees, maybe too far. I hear you not even collect life debt from little red manor human female. She makes fool of you twice. If she had crossed Zugs, she would be very dead now. Goto or not, I will carve a bloody sweat through your entire family, Zug. I swear it to you.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
It would be unwise to commit violence here. Goto's order was clear. We are not to harm the handsome Jedi while he walks on Nar Shaddaa. Unless we are attacked first, we are permitted to defend ourselves.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
This Jedi is different. Goto told us to leave the Jedi alone, it is true. But he said nothing of the Jedi's companions.
Okay, so Goto is kind of the big exchange boss here.
The beautiful stench and decay of
we'll talk
desperate
later about this.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
And there is the Handmaiden. I had no chance to put some clothes on. The Ebon Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Is this the refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Okay, then let's move on.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
If Zeskayel is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment.
There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile.
Let's see where our path takes us.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
I think I'll be fine where it is.
It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong.
It would be
Telling
crazy.
me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, You better move it. Got it?
What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
It's a landing pad. Ships land on it.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. Now, either get that piece of junk off my piece of junk, or you're going for a 2-kilometer walk to the ground.
Junk, you're lucky my ship's gracing your trash heap.
Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making the final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Okay, so let's use Handmaiden for a bit just to equip her and Ethan. So, Handmaiden, please put some clothes on, and we'll be using your mother's robes, charisma +2, defense bonus 3. You will not have as much defense as you had previously, but it's fine. And let's see, you can't equip a lightsaber. You should. Okay, I have to level you up. Okay, now she has, like Maric, we have Jedi Guardian 15, and now we are leveling up as a Jedi Master. She has Soldier 16, and now she will be leveling up as a Jedi Guardian. Let's see how many levels she has. Awareness. Okay, she has 2 points as a Jedi instead of just 1. Let's give them both to awareness, and we will see what we will do eventually. For feats, okay, she earned weapon proficiency, lightsaber, Jedi defense, force jump, Jedi sense, and a shiny strike 3, which is her exclusive feat and has nothing to do with her being a Jedi. What do we want? We want to increase her lightsaber training. Again, another level. Let's just increase awareness. For feats, we received force sensitive, and let's use weapon specialization lightsaber. For powers, now what do we want her to do? Maybe we will give her battle meditation, where it's +2 to attack rolls, +2 to damage, and +2 to will saves to all party members. Doesn't affect droids apparently. Yeah, we will give her this for now. And there she is. She can equip lightsabers, but let's give her her stuff for now. What does she have? Okay, you can keep using those. Nikto soldier gloves. Okay, this is better. Yeah, she is now a Jedi Guardian, but she still counts as a soldier for this kind of stuff. +2 dexterity, +3 strength, which is really good. Okay, Hatton, let's see. Let's do nothing for now. You managed to convince the landing pad master, Quilo, to let the Ebon Hawk dock on the refugee sector landing pad. He said he would cause some trouble since another ship was scheduled to dock there. And Atton mentioned that we should change ID signature of the Ebon Hawk. Let's see. Let's switch party members. There's 2 we are still missing. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to take Handmaiden off and put Kreia back in. We will now use Kreia and Atton for now, but we will eventually be using the others. Okay, so let's level up Atton. security, computer use, demolitions, and the remaining one will go to stealth. Let's give him master sniper shot. And that's fine. Let's level him up again. Sneak attack 8, heroic resolve, which I don't know what it does, but I will check it on later. Same skills, and that's it. Okay, now I know this is against the role playing a little bit, but I will not level up Patton anymore because I want to unlock him as a Jedi, and I want to save those levels to have levels as a Jedi instead of Scoundrel. Let's see. He has these nice gloves. I remember picking up something good for him, but it's not better than this. Kreia, what do you have? Dexterity 1, Wisdom 1. Okay, it's fine for now. What do we have here? Wisdom +4. Yeah, that's fine. Maric has Dexterity +2. Okay, so I don't have my lightsaber equipped because I was sparing with the Handmaiden. And this is fine for now. You have a short lightsaber. We have to find you a proper one. And this is it for now. Let's keep going for a little bit. See what happens. You wander too far, human. You all knew what happened, but your kind not listen. Break legs. Maybe you not wander so far.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
No, your place, human. Your place is there, not here. Another human. What you look at? A bunch of corpses if you don't leave that man alone. One human. Not amusing fight. More than one human. A little better. Spill more blood. Okay, we just arrived and we are already in a fight. Master Valor. We don't have weapons in Hatton. What is this? Okay, let's use it. I don't believe these are the ones we use as iron stuff, so... And we have sneak attacks again, and we will use them. Kreia, what are you doing? Are you fighting the guy? Yeah, that's it. Please, Hatton, use your beautiful sneak attacks.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
And we are done. Nothing interesting.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I was glad to help. You better head out before you run into any more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Some more light side points. Okay, it was a fast one.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Let's see. I have nothing for you. Get out of my way.
Forgive me, stranger, but if you had some credits you could spare, it would be a great help. Please.
Okay, so I am forced to give him credits or to threat to kill him. This is not fair. I can just say, no, I won't give you credits and walk out. Fine, of course, here, take 5 credits.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
That's not fair.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
It may help him, if nothing else but to survive.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
Yeah, I believe she would be mad no matter what we did. I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Yeah, and we earn some influence. And with this lovely lesson, we will end the episode for now. Next time we will explore Nar Shaddaa and try to find Masters SKL. I hope you liked it. I hope to see you again, and bye for now.